We're at this real crossroads, aren't we? I mean, everybody is weary of this. It's all getting a bit too much for an awful lot of people. But right now, we really do have to knuckle down, don't we?
Absolutely. We saw the highest number of cases for 4 months since the 8th of May on Saturday, with 4,422 positive cases. So we look at the graph here and we can see that the number of cases is rising sharply again now, mimicking what happened at the end of February. And of course, this is of great concern. The virus has always been out there.
Yeah.
It never really went away. This is a resurgence of the first wave, let alone people talk about a second wave, but actually we never really got out of the first wave because we didn't have enough test and trace. So we're seeing a resurgence, and you know there are plenty of people who have no immunity to this, plenty of vulnerable people. So we worry that this will translate into more hospitalisations and inevitably more loss of life from coronavirus that is potentially avoidable. So it is of concern, and I think that we're going to hear today from the medical and scientific experts saying that we really need to adhere to the guidelines because we haven't been doing it sufficiently to keep numbers down. And unless we do that, we're going to face much more draconian measures.
And nobody wants a national lockdown. Do you think that that's likely to happen?
Not at the moment, I don't. Because you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose of a national lockdown? Can we get rid of the virus? No, we can't. A national lockdown is not going to get rid of the virus. We'd end up, as we were after the first lockdown, with numbers coming up again, unless we do something else as well. So if we can't get rid of the virus, we have to be able to manage the virus. And that means protecting the NHS once again, because they're very fearful, the people who work and do astonishing work. The work that we thank them for every Thursday, those people are still there trying to deal with a backlog of cancer patients, heart disease patients, everything that carries on normally, with facing the prospect of another wave of coronavirus patients coming in. Nobody wants that. So we have to be able to manage this and keep numbers down, and that means that people have to get real, and that we have to respect one another. We have to socially distance, as we saw the scientific advisor walking down the street with the medical advisor there. Yes. Very well socially distanced, as opposed to certain other people that we've seen. We need to do that. We need to use hand sanitizer, wash our hands frequently, wear masks, respect other people. And I think we'll probably see certain changes which make the transmission of the virus less likely. So we have currently this rule of 6. Now, it is a simple rule. People understand what 6 means. But in Scotland, it's limited to 2 households. Now, for me, as I've said before, as I said last week, I think that's more sensible, because if you have 6 people from 6 different households, 5 of them can go back to have another meeting with 5 others in an hour's time, and within 2 hours, 25 people potentially could have been exposed from one index case. So 5 could meet someone else, this could meet someone else. Now, to me, that doesn't make any sense. You know, that's too many people mingling together in close contact inside or outdoors and transmitting the virus. So I think we'll see sort of nuanced changes in what's recommended and what isn't. And until we do that, we're going to be having large numbers of cases and problems. And a lot of us, and a lot of people do think that the leadership has not exactly been brilliant, to say the least. Well, we've had time, haven't we, to make changes and put things in place that would protect people more. Right, and the test and trace thing is just not worked at all. So we have to take responsibility for ourselves. We really do. The great they, are not going to do it. So we have to do it, and that's really important, that we look after ourselves and we look after those that we love, and also try and keep our spirits up as well. Oh, that's really important. It's really important, isn't it? More than ever, to find some sort of something, even one thing in the day that you're looking forward to, and that will actually make life a little bit better. Yeah. Absolutely, because we've always said, haven't we, that we've lived through worse. Absolutely. We've seen situations which have been very troublesome. We've got enough food, despite the fact that there's some people already panic buying. Please don't panic buy. No, please. We can't go down the road with toilet rolls again. I just cannot. No. Can't cope. We've got plenty of food. We've got we've got neighbours. We've got friends. We can talk to people on the phone, on the internet. we've got so many things that we can have. We've got entertainment, we've got books, we've got lots of pleasures in life. We mustn't forget what we have and be grateful for those. Yes, this is tough, and we've never lived through anything like this, many of us in our lifetimes. But we need to get on with it.
We do. We absolutely do. And you've been brilliant in just sort of trying to give people. All we want is the clear facts, and then we'll take care of ourselves as much as we possibly can.
Absolutely, but we do need that test and trace, and I don't know what's happened in our laboratories. We need to open up our testing service to all the little labs that have offered their services, but have so far been neglected. We need to welcome them on board, make them part of the test and trace procedure, do it locally so that we can get a handle on what's going on in certain parts of the country rather than as a centralised whole nation.
Don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Lorraine on the ITV Hub and all the best clips, compilations and playlists right here on our channel. Just subscribe now and you'll never miss an upload. Click here to watch another video similar to this one, or click here to head to our channel's homepage to explore all of our exciting videos.